Toni Cherie, born April 6 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. This soulful butterfly was an inspiration ever since. Born into a family who are musically inclined, it was her father who inspired her the most on the microphone. Toni fell in love with music in its entirety at an early age. Leading the church choir at the age 4 was the beginning of her musical journey. From writing sessions to studio sessions, performances, and more, Toni's father, the late great Toni C., made sure the love of music was passed down to his daughter, Miss Toni Cherie. Growing up, whether it was the church choir, school choir, talent shows, or block parties, Toni Cherie made sure to find her way on stages and in front of many audiences. Years later, after discovering her voice and creative styles, she is now on the road to success, releasing her first album in 2016 with a host of solo tracks as well as collaborations with featured other artists such as Raw Man, The Son of R&B, Trell Mack, and others. Toni says, with her determination and passion, she is destined for success. Toni Cherie plans to give her fans music showcasing her charisma and angelic personality. Her music reflects the passion she carries in every part of life. Toni Cherie leaves us with that phrase that expresses her talent the most, which is, as the music flows through my veins, let the melody of my soul express to the world my sound, my vibe, my music. Toni Cherie.
So we have Miss Toni Cherie with us today. Miss Cherie, thanks for joining us today. Let me ask you, how are you today?
I'm well. I actually feel pretty good to be here, so thank you for having me.
Okay, great. How long have you been interested in music and the creativity with making music?
Wow. Since as far back as I could remember, I wrote my first song at the age of 11, and I recorded my first song at the age of 14. Which wasn't bad, but I still seen that I had a lot of growth and a lot of improvement. So just growing up with a musically inclined family already, it was, passed down to me. It's like second nature.
Okay, great. What would you say attracts you to music?
I'm attracted to music by the rawness of the lyrics. If it hits like the inner core of my soul, I know that that material was something that came from someone who really felt it. So I'm more of a I'm intrigued by people who really go for the juggler of their lyrics and not just the ABC 1 2 3 type of songs.
How do you feel others react to your music on a personal level?
I feel like they're shocked because I'm such a petite, young lady that the strong voice and the passion that I have when I do sing, it's a lot more power than expected. So I feel the more I continue to understand the way I deliver my music, it does touch a lot of people. So I feel like they react to it in a good way.
I can tell that you could love for me, love how we didn't rush, yeah, love how we didn't rush, yeah.
And honestly, I can be all you want me be, girl, I'm here for us, yeah, girl, I'm here for us, yeah.
It's like you spoil me with loyalty. Give me all I want and need. I want and need. Boy, in you I trust. Yeah. Boy, in you I trust. Yeah.
So what would you say intrigues you the most about a song and draws you in?
The beat, number one. The melody and the person who's singing it, because my awareness is pretty good and I know passion when I hear it and when I see it. So if you are delivering a song, with your heart, that's what gets me to like it.
Miss Cherie, who would you say inspires you as an artist?
Who inspires me as an artist? I would have to say my father. He passed away when I was 12, but he was on that journey of music as well. And as a songwriter and a vocalist, I see a lot of him in me when I perform or when I sing and when I write. So I try to hold on to that, being daddy's little girl. So yeah, my father.
Is there any particular artist, past or present, that you admire, maybe look to emulate in your career?
Yes, if look, if I could pick my top 5 artists to say that's who I am, it would be Mary J. Blige, Lauryn Hill, Yolanda Adams, Monica, and Anita Baker. So if all 5 of them women can come together and make Toni Cherie, that would be me. So I really admire those artists.
Okay. What, if any, other types of music you find interesting? What are some of your favorite types of music?
Um, I'm a genre guru. I love all music, R&B, hip hop, neo soul, country, techno, just all kinds of music. I'm a music baby.
Looking at where you are now, what will you recall being your first encounter with music?
Well, I was leading the church choir at about 4 years old, and going to practices and being that little petite little girl with a lot of power. So, the age of 4 and 5, I was on stages, doing church choirs in school, doing school choirs. Just any time I had the chance to entertain or have an audience, I made sure I was there.
Okay, this one right here might be a little risky. However, besides music, is there anything else that you feel passionate about?
Yes. Just thinking about it, I am a love bug. Food and love. I can't, if there were 3 things in life I could not live without, it's love, food, and music. I am passionate about, just the connection with people that I enjoy. So, yeah, love.
What do you do or like to do when you're not making music?
I am an artsy person, so I like arts and craft. I like to make things. I love to cook. I call myself a chef. I love food, so yeah, cooking, attending to my babies, making sure that everyone has smiles on their faces. So just, being an all-around laid-back person, but I enjoy it, the simple things in life.
So, Miss Cherie, where do you see yourself in the future? Let's say 5 years from now.
5 years from now, I can see myself very financially stable. I see myself, still involved in music, whether it's, my album or writing an album or, doing shows. I see music, the span staying there until, I leave here. So, just very successful and enjoying life. Happy.
Well, Miss Toni Cherie, we thank you for sharing with us today. We wish you the best and hope to see more of you in the near future. Thank you.
I hope that you do as well. Thank you for having me. So, bye.